This is a great camera. The OMD EM-1 Mark II just feels good in hand. Ergonomically, it's just a pleasure to use. It has this great articulating screen, and the body, the construction just feels nice and solid. It just feels like a great camera. The 12-100 that I've got on this camera right now is a fabulous lens. It is a Swiss Army knife. You can do anything with it. It's wide enough for landscape and architecture shots, but you can get right in up close with that extra, that 100mm focal length. So the headline feature of the OMD EM-1 Mark II is that Pro Capture mode that gives you 60 frames per second. That is an astounding frame rate to have. It's a very leisurely day in Cheltenham. This is probably not the ideal scenario in which to test that Pro Capture feature. So what we did was we took it to Silverstone with us last weekend to take some shots of the 24-hour series. Now that fast-moving motorsports environment provided us with the perfect opportunity to test what that 60 frames per second looks like. The EM-1 Mark II has a new 20-megapixel sensor and 121 cross-type phase detection points, covering almost 80% of its surface area. To process the information from the sensor, Olympus have equipped the camera with their fastest engine yet, the TruePic 8. Pro Capture begins working as soon as you half-press the shutter, by capturing and buffering photographs before writing them to the memory card. This camera will hold up to 14 frames during buffering. Once you fully press the shutter button, the camera will capture and write the 15th frame and the 14 that came before it. The camera will do this for as long as you hold the shutter button half pressed, continually buffering by deleting the last frame to make room for the first. When you combine the EM-1 Mark II in-body stabilization with Olympus Pro line of lenses, like the 12-100 or 300, you can get up to 6.5 stops of image stabilization, providing remarkable handheld performance. It is worth mentioning that right now, when you purchase an Olympus OMD or another qualifying Olympus product, you'll be entered to win a photography trip to Portugal. If you're interested in more about that, definitely check out the link in the description. So that's the OMD EM-1 Mark II. If you visit our blog next week, you'll be able to see some stills when we send this camera to Norway with one of our colleagues, Callum. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to like and subscribe.